All right, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy to see you all here. Sorry, I just had to check on my phone. So music was from Legend of Zelda this morning, the Twilight Princess, which was the fun fact first Zelda game I actually completed. I played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask before, but I never actually never finished them. Since I didn't have an N64 growing up, I never really had a chance to. And before actually being able to play them, the Zelda games regularly, they just weren't my jam. So I never really played games like Legend of Zelda all that often. Majority of it was RPGs, and with a couple of other random genres thrown in there. But it wasn't until very later in my gaming career that I actually played Legend of Zelda. But regardless of that, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Since we only have an hour, maybe an hour and a half to play Vampire Survivors today, so we'll go ahead and get started with that. And because I have hold on, I forgot I gotta move my VTuber up. Oh, come on. Why are you freaking going up? There we go. I was pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, now we're good. Okay, checking OBS. We are looking good. All right. Okay, go ahead and turn that off. And we're going to get started. And we're going to go ahead and play a different character today. So come on. I know I'm focused on the window. There we go. Let's move the cursor off. I went ahead and unlocked Imelda. So we can go ahead and get started with Imelda today. We're going to play the inlaid library. And thankfully, I was having trouble looking at chat the other day because I have it on the Let's Go King Bible. I have a third monitor that I set up vertically for the for chat specifically, and I couldn't see it because it was so small. Because I had to have the actual monitors, like, I'm gonna say it's 3 to 4 feet away from me from the way I had to sit. So with my eyesight, I couldn't read anything. I had, my very first actual let's do pentagram. So yeah, my actual first chatter with me yesterday, and I couldn't read their name because everything was so small. You couldn't. There you go. Retrade. Nice. Good morning. How you doing? Well, good morning for me. I believe it's still evening for you. Oh my goodness. How are you doing? Yeah. I remember it was like 9 p.m. when it was like 9 a.m. here, so we're complete opposite sides of the world. But yeah, now I just got started. We've got about an hour to do today. And trying to get as much unlocks in Vampire Survivors as I can in that time. Oh, I'm doing all right. Ashley was able to eat breakfast before starting streaming today, which was pretty nice. Don't generally get to do that because I work nights, so I try and sleep in as much as possible. But besides that, doing good. Usually like to get started with a couple of news things I read in gaming and all that. And it was funny, I was watching a news article about Bethesda. I'm not sure if you know what I eat. So my family, my father specifically, likes to smoke meat a lot. So he bought a brisket. I forget when, but he will cut off the tips of it, and then he will like cover that in a sauce, and then he won't grill it. What was it? Kind of like bake it after he smoked it, just to caramelize like the sauce on it. And they're called like burnt ends, basically. And we had a couple extra, so I went ahead and had that and some rice, and then that was basically it. And a little bit of coffee. It was just some regular black coffee with a little bit of creamer in it. And that was basically my breakfast. Not your traditional breakfast, but it was still tasty nonetheless. Oh my goodness. But yeah, but yeah, Bethesda. I'm not sure if you've been, or anyone in chat, if you've got any lurkers, actually been following the Bethesda like strike they've been having, but they've been there was some news article talking about how they were talking to the protesters, and the protesters were saying that with everyone being laid off, we're going to see a marked decrease in the quality of the games. And I'm not sure how many people are actually, fans of Bethesda games here, but their quality doesn't necessarily been the greatest, even with the layoffs not happening. So I'm like, you don't really have a leg to stand on there, buddy. Starfield was, in terms of their other games, a pretty big disaster. Fallout 76 was the biggest disaster I've ever seen in a video game release. And then I think the only truly well-received thing they've done as of late was the Oblivion remaster. And even then, that was kind of just they threw the original Oblivion into a whole new graphics engine, and there you go. It had all the same bugs, all the same glitches, and yeah, so you can't really say that's was done in Bethesda, because I think they actually had an outside company do that. So they can't say that they made that one. And I'm super worried because Fallout 76 is supposedly getting a remake. I'm worried about that because 76 was I think my favorite of the older Fallouts. I mean, I love 3. 3 was the first one I actually played, and then I went back and played 2 and 1, which are completely different. Those ones, I know you and I were talking about pirating. Those are like super cheap, but yeah, those are, I think you can actually get Fallout 1 for free online. I think they give that one out for free, but those ones are it's a very different game than the 76, 3, and Fallout 4. But yeah, no, I just found it funny. I was dying while I was reading that that article. Speaking of which, have you played the any of the Fallout games, or shoot, let's see that one, or like any of the Elder Scrolls? So I know that you like the Fallout, the Far Cry games, because you like the survival, the action survival games. So, oh, I forgot what. Oh, dope. Okay, completely forgot that was here. Cool. Oh, and I forgot the Mages was here. Yeah, I played Elder Scrolls. Which ones have you played? My first one was actually. Oh shoot. It was Morrowind. I did, even though I was alive during Daggerfall, and I think Arena. Was I alive for Arena? I might have been a baby. So definitely wasn't old enough to play it, but I was definitely old enough to play Daggerfall. We grew up super poor, so I never had a computer that was able to run Daggerfall. So Morrowind was my first ever Elder Scrolls, and I played that on the Xbox. Which is probably the worst way to play Morrowind because it had the worst loading times. I am not getting the freaking items I need. This is gonna be a crazy run. If I get the crown, I can upgrade my pentagram. I think we will be in business. Yeah, this might be an actually decent run, and I gotta find the coffin. I can unlock the game character here. Oh, that's actually really nice. I need to get this level 8 as soon as possible so I don't stop destroying my gems. Okay, what was the other article I read today? Oh, let's see. Pokemon. Xbox is doing better since Ash took hold. Yes, that was one of the big reasons about the oh, there's Crown. Okay, good. Was that article, because they're complaining that Asha, as soon as she took over, she wanted doing these yearly layoffs, because they want to do 3,500 layoffs, and they're doing it in steps. So per year, they're going to be doing a certain number of them, and they're freaking out. The workers are, which I mean I get, but I've seen their workers. I know what they've done on the games, and they just not the greatest, unfortunately. So I'm like, look. You're all getting laid off for your own work, so don't complain too much. But no, that was the reason why I looked that up, because of they're complaining about Asha. But no, I completely agree. If Asha can bring Xbox back, especially with what they did, the freaking, I haven't played it, but I have two younger brothers who have played it. Is the new Halo game? Was it Campaign Evolved? But they said it's just bad. Like, they introduced characters they didn't need to. There were some weird things about, like, the women not being able to be damaged like men. It was some strange thing. I wasn't fully sure. But as a fan of Halo, like, that was my first game system that I ever bought by myself. I had like work and save my money, was in the Xbox, despite being me being a PlayStation kid. Yeah, no, it was Xbox, so it always has a special thing in my heart for it. I bet, but it's just not good. Okay, well, yeah, I suppose that it's let's go for more Bible. So I'm like, yeah, if you're like, so yeah, you know what? That's pretty much what they said. They said that it's not, if you're gonna play Halo, just get like the Master Chief Collection and maybe do some like quality of life mods. They said that'd be the much better way of playing it. But they said, like, if you don't have access to that this is not bad. It's just definitely not the same kind of Halo. It's not the same experience that we had as kids. But yeah, which is unfortunate because Xbox was the first game system I bought myself, so it always has a special place in my heart. And the first game I ever got for it was, I got two. I was able to get two with the money I saved. Was Blood Rain, which was extremely interesting game. I can't wait to replay that one on the channel. And then the original Halo. And I loved the original Halo so much that I actually had asked my parents' permission. I saved up all my money when I heard that Halo 2 was coming out. I pre-ordered, which, by the way, never pre-order. I was a kid, and I'm like, oh, Halo, awesome. And then I actually asked my parents' permission to go to the midnight release at the GameStop, the local GameStop that we had, and sat in line like on a school night to buy this thing. I didn't get to play it for like an entire week because I kind of screwed up my grades playing games when I was little. So my parents said, "Oh, this is going to be a losing run, isn't it?" It's my parents said, "Okay, you can't have any more games until you either consistently start getting A's again, or it's the weekend." I was able to kind of do both. It just they never rescinded the rule that I couldn't play games during the week. So that was even until I was like a teenager. They're like, "Nope, sorry, can't do it," which is fine. I was still a little bummed, but what you gonna do? Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay, come on. There we go. Not until like middle school when my parents were like, "Nah, you get no more games until I at least start getting A's, and then only on the weekends." So I guess, yeah, I was not happy about it, but I just kind of kept the getting the grades. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll put in the work. And unfortunately, I mean, I got to a nice college when I was younger, but when you have parents that are like, I guess the best way, like a Hoover parent that really like rides you to get good grades, you don't have much freedom. So when you get to university and you're staying in dorms and stuff and you have your own freedom, you're basically your own man. You kind of take advantage of that. So I literally played like tons of games, hang out with a whole bunch of people in my dorm playing games, and I didn't really study too much. So it was my own fault. I can't really blame anybody but myself on that one. Oh, I needed that upgrade, son of a gun. But yeah, I mean, I worked pretty hard for it, but right now at this point in my life, it's there's a saying, C's get degrees. So I will try and get an A, but if I only get a C, as long as I pass the class, so I didn't waste my damn money on those college credits, then I can consider it, okay, it's a success. Okay, this is probably a bad move, but okay, we're good. So, hey. And then, yeah, Halo, special place in my heart. Just kind of sad what they've been doing with it, and let's hope they are able to turn that ship around, huh? And then I guess the fun thing, I guess a more fun topic, I was reading another article, it's very short, caught my eye because I've always been a big fan of Pokemon. Back in the day, still kind of am not a fan of the newer games, but as a whole, I like it because I like collecting things. Yeah, so if you play Pokemon, what was like the first Pokemon game you've ever played? And like, are you a fan, Retrade, of the newer stuff? I mean, like, I tried Scarlet and Violet, but I kind of took my friend's cartridge of it and I dumped it and put it on my modded Switch that I bought back in the day, and that's how I played it. But I only get like a quarter of the way through and I was kind of like, all right, I'm kind of bored. The first one for me was Red and Blue. I got that like, it would come out in 1999. That's when that came out. So yeah, it was my birthday present from my uncle at the time, and it was like the first game was actually a fan-made game. Oh, which one? Because yeah, some really good Pokemon fan games back. Oh, this might be death. We're gonna do this. Okay, so we just slowly, ever so slowly. Okay, we're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. This sucks. Oh damn. I'm just looking for the coffin so I can unlock it. Oh, but I will get that though. Hell to the yeah. Let's see, there was, what was a really good fan-made one? There was one for Crystal that I thoroughly enjoyed. They kind of took fixed a lot of stuff, that complaints I had for Crystal, where you didn't get any of the new like Pokemon until the second half of the game for some reason. Any of the Kanto, not Kanto, but oh my gosh, starts with a J. What is the name of that region? My brain just kind of like stopped working. Liquid Crystal. Is that the one? It sounds really familiar. Yeah, I knew I was gonna be down that one. Johto, thank you very much. I'm like, I was playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion on my phone this morning, and I was in the region. I just couldn't remember what the hell it was called. Oh damn it. Guess we can start on the new level. Let's do Quickie. Oh, you can't buy Quickie yet? Oh, damn it. Okay. You know, let's do that. Well, let's just not use the pentagram on this one. Okay, so if you play Liquid Crystal, so your first raid into Pokemon was Johto then. How did you run the fusion on your phone? So when you go to the Discord, they'll tell you like how to download it. So apparently there's like 3 versions. There's one that's like PC and Linux, and then I think they have one for Android and iPhone, which they have you like download a zip, and then you download the I think they use RPG Maker, so you have to download the RPG Maker app that they show you where to get, and then if you follow instructions, yeah. I'm not sure which phones are able to run it, but I know that my Android can. Thankfully, I have a kind of an older Android, and it kind of just sapped my battery. But I generally have my phone plugged in most of the time when I'm at home. Yeah, so yeah, it was Joy Play is what I do. So yeah, okay, so you know, it's just I think it was just the my phone version, because my younger brothers who have newer phones than I do, they have a different Android. I think mine's a Galaxy, if I remember correctly. And they have a different version, and I think their version of Android has like some kind of similar problem. Oh, I don't like any of these. I didn't buy the freaking rerolls too. Do lightning ring, because at least I can upgrade that if I get the item. I think, is it the Grimoire that upgrades the wand? Yeah, I think it is. So we're gonna go ahead and find that Grimoire then. I'm thinking the freaking coffin might be all the way to the right. But yeah, speaking of Pokemon, since you played Johto, what would be the, I guess, your favorite region or your favorite generation? You have the custom skin for fusions. Like the packages that they release almost every month. Yeah, I have it set up to download automatically. Now, I can't really get into my phone to download. Like if I find a custom skin that someone else has made, then I can't really do that because that one requires me to get into like my root folder, and I don't have my phone jailbreaked. Like I use it for work too, so I have to be very careful with it. Third gen, yes, there you go. You are a person of culture, my friend. Yeah, no, third gen is my favorite too. That was yeah, it was Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Emerald is like my #1 game. I was able to someone got that for me for Christmas one year, and it was my aunt who was a little bit richer than my family is, so she was like, oh, no problem, I'll get you this for Christmas, and she did. Yeah, I liked the Gardevoir line, not for why the internet generally likes Gardevoir, but because I really liked her looks, and I liked the lore behind the Pokemon. So speaking of which, third gen, what's your favorite Pokemon? Doesn't necessarily have to be third gen, but yeah, no, the third gen games are pretty stinking sweet. I really like it. Okay, I need to find that damn Grimoire. And I want to unlock that heart so I can upgrade the garlic eventually. I just found like the third generation games to be perhaps they're just funner, especially Emerald, because the post game, there was so much to it. I think that was the one that had the Battle Frontier, if I remember correctly. And that freaking unlocked so much of the game, it wasn't even funny. I think the problem is I'm also not sticking around and leveling up as fast as I could. Okay. I know that they have free versions of the Grimoire in this level, but I really need that attack speed up. Mine is Groudon, but I like Gardevoir as well, and like... Okay, you know what? Same as me. No, Groudon's freaking awesome. It just sucks. I've always been a fan of the fire Pokemon over the water Pokemon. Just because I think in general, fire Pokemon look cooler. And Groudon looks amazing. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, Kyogre is cool too. But no, in terms of looks, you have to love the freaking Kaiju Godzilla looking fire thing. Even though technically, I think it's a ground type, which is crazy weird to me. Ooh. Nice two bracer. And unfortunately is how Kyogre just completely decimates Groudon in most matches. Just because of its typing, and then if you're able to get Drizzle out, then yeah, it's good. Game over for Groudon. Yes, I'm thankful that they gave him a primal version in the remakes, because yeah, it was the weirdest thing for him to be volcano themed and not be fire. And then his freaking special ability made him like freaking awesome if you're able to get it off. Oh shoot, according to lore, Groudon is way stronger, which is crazy, right? Yeah, like when you think the world would be you know, in general supposed to be all water, but with Groudon being as strong as he is, he's able to force the water out of the way, bring the land up from the water. So yeah, you think like in a way that Of course, you know, Groudon should be stronger. But I guess just the way they made the games. So, you know, in my heart, Groudon will always be number one out of those legendary pairings. Even though Rayquaza is pretty cool too. But, no, Groudon's cooler. Since he's weak to water, but still he keeps power growing on his toes. Yeah, thank you. See, there you go. Strange enough, I've had that freaking same kind of argument with someone in college, of all places, about that. But yeah. It's good to know that you and I are on the same wavelength on that one. And you know, speaking of being kind of slightly made fun of about liking Gardevoir, yeah, the same thing with me. But I mean, I liked it before, like, you know, I even knew what the Rule 34 for the internet was. I'm like, no, it's just really cool. I was still super young. You just can't really come out nowadays saying that, you know, oh, Gardevoir is your favorite Pokemon because people are gonna be, you know, giving you the side eye. Like, oh, okay, sure. But I mean, at least I'm not saying Lopunny. I mean, that one you can kind of understand. The damn thing is based off of a Playboy bunny. But I mean, her Mega Evolution is pretty cool. And then her fusions in Pokemon Infinite Fusion are pretty dope too. But why do we usually come up with Pokemon? Oh, it's because apparently this year is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon, and Nintendo are releasing 3 gigantic art books in celebration in December, and they're like, in total, are going to be 500 pages each, and it's supposed to include like all like the pixel art, all concept arts, and all that stuff. Yeah, Baneri is awesome. It was actually really cool if you ever watched the anime. I mean, I grew up with it, but because the 3rd generation was my favorite. I really started watching like hardcore from the 3rd on, and then when Dawn came in, and then she had Baneri. Yeah, no, I really liked I freaking just like Baneri because you didn't have like a really sweet rabbit Pokemon, and I really like rabbits. So yeah, and then I didn't think too much of it when Lopunny, you know, when you evolved Baneri and got Lopunny, and I was like, people were like, oh no, it's based off of a Playboy bunny. I was like, yeah, you know what? I can see it. You might be right on that one. Are they releasing some cards? Because I definitely want to check that out. Because when it comes to cards, I played Pokemon card game when it first came out when I was a kid. I used to pick up change from in school and like anywhere. Oh damn, I didn't realize I was taking that much damage when I was a kid. Like any loose change I would go to my local 7-Eleven, which is like some convenience store that we had when I was a kid, and I would just walk over there and buy like some of the original packs when they had them for sale. But then I stopped, got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and that became my main game forever. Kind of still is. But and then I got into Magic the Gathering with my younger brothers because they got just super into it, and then I decided to join them. And I think Magic the Gathering is pretty cool, but Yu-Gi-Oh still have a big thing in my heart. But the only Pokemon cards I collect are based off the Pokemon that I really like. So I have a bunch of Gardevoir cards, full arts, that I will try and find for super cheap online. And my plan is to make a kind of like a picture frame, but it's called a shadow box, and kind of get them all like little stands and put them in a shadow box and put them on my wall eventually. That's like my hope. But if they release any new cards, that might be pretty cool. If I can, no, let's go Clover. If they have any new cards being re-released, I'm gonna check them out. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting those art books. That's 1,500 pages of art, and art books are like, when I can afford them, because I can't always afford them, but when I can, I generally like to try and get art books. Which is not a problem because it's like gambling. It can get freaking addicting, collecting cards, just because of, just because it's basically, it hits the same, like, oh my gosh, I'm losing the word, but same pleasure centers that gambling does in your brain. So you can get really expensive real quick. I had a friend back in the day who, I don't know where he got the money to burn, but he got tons of money and he would just buy cards. And I'm like, I knew for a fact that at some point he didn't have that extra money, but he kept doing it. I'm like, dude, you need to stop. You need the money for your builds and stuff. It's like, I know I gotta stop, but I like playing the game, and you know, it's addicting. I'm like, it's fine playing the game, but you have enough cards to make decks for years. Just play those, dude. I mean, eventually he got better. He had to sell all his cards because I forget what reason he did. Made a decent chunk of change, and then that was pretty much it for him. But yeah, no, if you want to play cards, what I would do is just find like, download like a card game like Magic the Gathering. I know has like a digital game. Yu-Gi-Oh has tons of digital games. And I know that you can technically buy cards, but you can also just earn them in game if you have the patience. But yeah, no, that's what I tell, like, I have a niece and she's getting old enough to think about like cards and stuff. I'm gonna tell her, like, no, never get into a card game. Be very careful with that. I know why people do this, since I also collect coins, but cards never attracted me. Hey, no problem with that. I've never met anyone who collects coins though. I've always heard about it, but you know what? That doesn't. I wouldn't probably never do it myself, but I can get the interest of it, because if you think about it, and I've like would love to talk to someone about that. I'm like, if you can find like rare coins that were like, I guess, minted in years where maybe the metals were super rare, so maybe it was really hard to find coins minted in that area, or they'll have like different designs that were like special case. I can see that would be pretty cool. To each their own. Oh yeah, no, for sure. But that's how you learn about cool things. Like, I knew someone who actually collected stamps. I found that super weird. But he would tell me all these things. Like, he would literally sit down, we would like be eating pizza or something, like watching an anime, or I think at the time he and I for whatever reason got real big into like competitive League of Legends. We would watch the teams play, and we would like sometimes have a pizza party when they had like the world, I forget what the grand championship was called back then, but yeah, we would like have a little bit of pizza and just kind of watch it. And I remember him like sitting me down, and he would start talking to me about stamps, and I didn't understand why he was talking to me about stamps until he told me, he's like, oh, I collect them. And I knew this guy for years. I never knew he collected stamps. And he told me all the cool little intricate things about it, like what the meanings of them were, why they were re-released, and like what made them rare. And I thought it was really cool. I would never do it, but I understand why he did it. So I can understand why, like, coins, like in the United States, I think they had quarters for each of the states one year. I thought they used to collect stamps as well. I think it's in like human nature to like want to collect things and make like complete collections. And I think stamps, well, not nowadays, but stamps used to be a decently cheap thing to be able to collect. And most people wouldn't think twice about, say, giving them to someone. They're like, hey, that's a cool stamp, can I have that? And you're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, it's just a stamp. You know, it's nothing big that if you're gonna lose it. And since it's well, nowadays stamps are pretty expensive. Since it's kind of like a dying form of how to send stuff to people. Now they have like email, you can just send Amazon, and like there's digital ways of marking if a letter's been paid for. So it may be a little bit harder nowadays to do that, but if you can, shoot. In fact, it might be worth more now if you have like a nice complete stamp collection. You can probably sell that for a decent amount if you have a willing buyer. Now that I think about it. Okay, this is actually becoming a halfway decent run. Besides government, who even uses the letters? Strangely enough, I used to work for the post office. And really, the only ones who would actually send a letter are, I guess, bills. If you have a bill to pay and you, for whatever reason, aren't signed up to do like a online bill pay, and then advertisers. That is like the only time you would ever see them. Which is sad at the same time, as, you know, because I used to like receiving letters back in the day. It was always nice to know that someone was thinking about you. But now you can just email or call someone or text them. I mean, texting is really I guess, the new way of getting mail, to be honest with you. In fact, I barely answer the phone anymore unless it's work. People who know me is like, you have to text me. I'm not going to answer my damn phone. I'm busy usually most of the time. Oh, I don't think you have the heart unlocked yet, so King Bible, I think, needs the candelabra to upgrade, but we have the axe and the armor, so let's do that. Oh shoot, there was one other article I read today that really got my interest. What was it? Oh, Betrayed. I'm not sure if you ever, because I know you're into action and survival. If you played Expedition 33, I haven't really. In my country, you're forced to learn about writing letters, and I don't think anyone in my generation used it their natural lives. Strangely enough, same thing as I did, and I remember having to learn cursive. Like, that was required. I'm thankful that we did have to learn cursive, because I can read a lot of older documents that, I kid you not, newer kids can't. They can't read cursive, and it's crazy to me. I'm like, how could you not? But it's because they've never been taught it, which is crazy, because one of the big things that we're worried about is people not being able to read or understand the Constitution of our country. And if you can't read it, then someone who can just completely lie to you about it, which is crazy to me. But that's a whole nother thing that we don't have to talk about. 33 is pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't finished it yet. It's on my to-do list. But so one of the articles I read was Yoshida, one of the Final Fantasy guys, actually warned the creators of Expedition 33, apparently, and told them, do not call your game a turn-based, because apparently that has negative connotations in the JRPG community. And they said, no, we're still going to call it a turn-based. And it got so popular, and people were thanking 33 for producing a modern-day really good turn-based, that Yoshida's like, oh, well, I guess not, you know, the marketing trends aren't always correct. Oh yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, I just read that today. I didn't know about that. So yeah, you're better informed on that than I am, because I barely keep up with the news when it comes to the JRPGs, because I'm basically like, look, just make me a good game and I'll play it kind of way. But since I've been scrolling through Google and trying to have at least like some kind of news having each morning, I read that. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's true. You think about what would be like the last good turn-based RPG, like actual turn-based, not active time battle, ATB. Besides Expedition 33, would have to be, in my opinion, maybe Final Fantasy X. Could you consider Dragon Quest to be turn-based? I played 11. 11 was the last Dragon Quest I played, and I found it to be pretty good. I won't. That's perfectly reasonable. I do plan on playing the cool game though. Yeah. Oh no. Like even if you're not a fan of RPGs, I found people who don't like RPGs are still willing to like watch YouTube videos about it or watch a streamer play it because the story is pretty good, in my opinion. If you can, if you just like stories in general and you're like, hey, I don't feel like playing a game today. I was like, you know, on my phone or my computer, let's just watch a story. Some of those RPGs have some pretty good stories. Have you played Undertale? I have. So when did that originally come out? See, I was still in college for graphic design, or was that right after? Either way, yes, I played it. It was one of my favorite games. Like it's in my top 10 just because of the way that it did its battle system and the very out of the way of doing its story, where like it wasn't intuitive to try and go for a pacifist run, because you think in most RPGs, you know, you fight, right? So I mean, your natural tendency is to actually fight, and then how it subverts it, saying like XP was execution points, and your level, your LV was like level of violence. I was like, oh, that's very clever, Toby Fox. You're a clever man. He was, not only as a character in general was he awesome, but I found like his backstory was pretty freaking sweet as well. Especially when you got to it, oh my gosh, what's the character's name? The Labs? I should know this like off the top of my head. I used to play this game all the damn time. But yeah, no, the freaking the lab level that goes back into how Flowey was made was pretty cool. He was such a cool character. Not to mention, probably didn't be said, but the music in that game is crazy. Like, I have that on my playlist, like all the time. I have the entire just Undertale playlist, like play all the way through at least like twice a week, maybe when I'm working. And I have my headphones in while I'm working. Undertale usually hits on. It's crazy how I think it was just him. Who was the artist? Temmie, and then he had a couple of fan artists. They were able to make characters because of was it the Patreon? You know what? That's good. Nah, because it's crazy how you can get people who will just say something is bad just to be against the popular opinion of it. Oh, absolutely. It's kind of sad though. A lot of those songs are really short, but it kind of does make it special at the same time, because it makes you want to re-listen. You keep watching the same video over and over to get it, unless you find like an extended version of the song. But even then, I think majority of my playlist is, I imagine the same for you, would be like remixes of the songs. I have tons of remixes of the Spider Dance, of Hopes and Dreams, and Megalovania. Well, Megalovania, it was yeah, like people who defend Griffith. I just hate them. Griffith. Remind me about Griffith, because my mind just went blank on that one. Like, it's on the back of my mind about Griffith. Oh, shoot. It's crazy. Yeah, I can't remember. Berserk. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Okay, I get it. Yep. I got you. That one, Berserk, is a hard one for me to not only read or watch, just because some of the themes are like, oh, okay, this one's a really hard one for me to watch, to read at the moment. Even though it is such a good story, it's such a good manga, such a good anime, man. That's like one of the top ones of like all time for me. Kind of same thing with JoJo. Those ones came out of nowhere. Oh, okay, I know. I'm like, what in the hell weapon is that? Okay, I remember this one. That's the upgrade version of the cross. Okay, this is going to be a good run. I think we might be able to get a full completion. But if that's the case, where in the hell is that coffin? I think it went the wrong way. I think it's all the way to the right. Alright, well, we got the weapons. We can go. I think, you know, when talking about Berserk, I recently watched Tokopi's Original Sin, and it was damn sad. I really felt sad for the characters. I haven't watched that one. It is my plan to. Oh man, it's sad. I still gotta watch it though. You have to. Yeah, there's some that I hesitate because I heard that people are like, oh, this is really sad, and I'm like, oh man, do I really need to feel sad today? Like, yeah, it's worth it though. Have I checked out the website? No. Oh, that one. The one you told me about yesterday? Yes, I have. So, I definitely will be using it. I just haven't had the time in the past couple of days to actually just kind of sit down and just check it out, to like fully check it out. But I went visited it, bookmarked it, kind of went around. I'm like, oh, dude, this is dope. So, yeah, I will definitely be taking some time this weekend before school starts, so I can just chill and not, you know, go crazy from the stress and anxiety, and have, you know, watch some nice stuff on that one. Oh shoot! Should have got the freaking attractor orb. What level am at? 48. Oh yeah, I'm doing all right. Some of the servers went for maintenance, so some animes aren't available now. That's fine. Generally, what's like their maintenance schedule, or is it kind of just random whenever needed? So that way I can plan around it. Or could it be just, you know, how technology goes crazy sometimes? Random. That sucks, but hey, you know what? As long as they keep up on it and keep the servers up, hey, you know, more power to them. Because, yeah, you know what? In my opinion, if you're willing to give a free, you know, a service to get, you know, give an anime so you don't have to pay like an arm or leg for it, I'm all for it. You know what? You need to take it down for a little bit, take it down. Understandable. Yeah, I found this local shop near me that is actually selling the entire Berserk manga series, and like these really nice hardbound books. They're a little expensive, so I'm gonna have to save up a little bit for them. But I'm halfway tempted because I bought the Battle Angel Alita series from them as well one year. Like, I've always been a fan, but I never really decided to get the manga until that live action movie of Battle Angel Alita came out, which wasn't too bad. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't too bad. And I was like, yeah, let's go and pull the trigger on that one. I always enjoyed it. So after the mass shutdown of anime pirating series, well, yeah. Shoot, what was the one that I always used to get? I always used to torrent anime from. Was it Nya torrents? Because Pirate Bay got screwed over, so I never used them anymore. And then there was a couple other places, but Nya torrent I think was the big one that I used to use, and that one got shut down, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they're going hard on pirates nowadays, which I guess as for companies I understand, but they have to understand, like, not everyone in the damn world can regularly get your stuff. And like even like a lot of their stuff's not even available for sale in some regions, so you're never gonna get the money anyways. So why are you worrying about it, in my opinion? And shoot, I only like, there's only some games in anime I will only buy like the actual stuff if I try it through torrenting. Like, I have bought games because I enjoyed it so much because of torrenting. Biggest pirating website also shut down. That sucks. I didn't hear about that one. Oh, of course they would. Freaking A. That sucks. Like, yeah, the animes that I bought, and like I actually had to save money for because they were out of print, but I did actually went and bought actual official versions. Let's see, because I torrented them. That was I know it's a little crazy, but Chobits. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of that one. That's very. It's not something like I guess a traditional guy would actually like watch, but I did watch Chobits. Tenchi Muyo. What was the other ones? JoJo. Until my brother gave me his like account for Crunchyroll, and then I just started watching it from them. But I did buy some of the official stuff. Where did you pirate your games if you had to? I just pirated them from stream. Oh my gosh, depends on the era. But when Pirate Bay was still legitimate, Pirate Bay. And then I went to... And then there was this one peer-to-peer place I learned about in my first go-around in university. I forget what it was called, but that one was more like direct share rather than a torrent. So basically people would just kind of upload it on this one server, and you can kind of just back and forth take and give things. That one you had to be really careful of malware though. Like especially even more than torrents nowadays, but generally it was like very much you had to know people to get into that one. But that one closed down a long time ago. And then nowadays is wherever I just go like on the general Reddit for that kind of stuff. Cracked versions from Steam. Pirating from Steam. So like from Steam, do you mean like getting rid of the Steam DRM? Because I know one website that does allow you to get Steam games for free without that. I don't remember what it's actually called at the moment, but I found it from that one the pirating Reddit. They kind of went over that one. I forget what it's called though. Steam tools. No, I do not. Is that something that you just look up, figure it out, or do you have to go to like through like one of the Reddit places for that? This is a damn coffin. It will literally hit 30 minutes before I will get this damn coffin. At least I hit a good... Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh. Or reach Reddit. Okay, so it's just me not looking it up then. I will consider a fault on my end. But I would definitely check it out, because if it's that easy, I'm tempted. If not, only just to get rid of the DRM on the games I already have. But there's some games that I would like to try a more fuller version before I commit to actually purchasing them, because it'd be something that sounds interesting, but I could actually hate. And if there's a way to actually like try that, then hell yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat. So I'm willing to. Well, it might save up some money, but I'm willing to give money to developers if they actually show actually willing to make a good game rather than just worry about profits. Lua tools, insert Steam. Allow you to have the game for free. Okay, I know LUA tools. I know that one. Lua tools. Okay, and then Steam. Okay. Thanks for the heads up on that one. I'm definitely gonna check that one out. Oh, I'm actually pretty excited because there's some games I've been like eyeing, but I'm like, this VTuber stuff kind of took a bit of my savings away, so I'm like, I can't really get a new game for a while. And with university coming up, Okay, now we just run until we hit 30 minutes. I think we're good. I'm going whatever's over here. So does that basically kind of just download the game then from the, I guess, whatever Steam servers or whatever doing that, or it kind of just plays it? Well, I'm guessing though, yeah, if you get it for free, then you just download it, which is be pretty dope. Yeah, the only other thing is I forget what website it was that I did, but someone told me about this one website, and I was looking for a DRM free version of one of the other games I had, and I was able to find it from there. But I remember it was from Reddit, some Reddit thread, something like Mega Thread or something. Trixie didn't think that you. Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. You know, as a programming student, I'm kind of wondering how they did that. It has to be like some kind of interception of the package over the internet to do that and kind of transform some of the data in it. But that's just me thinking too hard about things. But no DLC though. Hey, you know what? If I hate the game, I wouldn't even care about getting the DLC. If I'm like willing to, if I really like the game, I will be willing to purchase it. But like in the kind of way I am now, there's like really no way for me to purchase a game right now. So that kind of sucks. If I get a game and I'm like, oh, this game's really freaking sweet. So like, I know apparently they finally released, or I guess someone figured out the name for the new Elder Scrolls game, which I don't know why people are so excited about it now, because they had to play Starfield, they had to have played the Elder Scrolls Online, the Fallout 76. All these latest games sucked. Why are people getting excited about ooh, Stone Mask, about the new Elder Scrolls? Because like, people need to be a little bit more wary of anything Bethesda puts out nowadays. I'm hoping that with the new management, that Xbox will kick their butts into high gear, say you need to actually worry about making good games again. I would like a good new Doom. I would like a new good Elder Scrolls, a new Fallout. If they can somehow make Starfield good, or like make a new Starfield, then I will be all about it, because I love space games. But yeah, no, but if they do release a new Elder Scrolls and then I use that to get it, but I can't get the DLC, and I turned out I really like Elder Scrolls 6, yeah, that kind of be a bummer. I understand that one, but you get what you gotta get what you get, and still, there's so many damn games on Steam. You won't necessarily be, you know, bored. So that's a good thing. Oh my gosh. I think there's something else on the right or left we can get, but we're almost 3 minutes away. Oh, I hit my damn hour too. All right, yeah, whatever happens in this run, this will be it. Crap. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream on Friday, which sucks because my glasses people decided finally to get in hold of me and said, oh, your eye appointment, we can get you in on this Friday. I'm like, I called you guys a month ago. What the hell happened? Like, oh, we can only have free this Friday. I'm like, well, I need new glasses, so I guess what happens, the appointment's in the morning, right when I stream, so it sucks. But what you gonna do? I was just gonna play Diablo 2. I mean, that one's not going anywhere, so. Anyway. Besides, Friday off wouldn't be too bad either. You gotta do a run. I can do my grocery run on Friday too, rather than have to waste a Saturday on it. So it actually gave me a chance to actually check out the Steam DLC, the Steam thing, and maybe watch some more anime. I'll give you that chance to do that at least. So, and maybe I should cut some shorts from some of the other videos I had. There was actually some moments I thought were actually pretty freaking funny. I was like, yeah, I should probably cut that. nice. Yeah, smacks out the track orb. Wait, what did I need to upgrade my freaking lightning ring? Oh, it was the item that gives you extra projectiles. Oh, I screwed that one up. Oh well. You know, it's been forever since I had a good run in Vampire Survivors, so I will take this. So the last one I had got me to 20 minutes with the beginning guy, and I died. Just I forget what killed me, but I should get to 30 minutes on this one, which I will take. Thank you very much. I don't think I've unlocked combined weapons either. At least not yet. Okay, yeah. We're good, we're good. Oh, thank goodness Wednesday. I don't know about you, Retrade, but this week has been going fast, but the days have been going slow. Been pretty crazy. I guess it's just right before school, my work gets extremely busy. And I cannot wait crazy enough for school to start, because at least I know what to expect rather than never knowing what to expect before school starts, because you don't know what students are coming, you don't know what's happening, what's getting broken. Oh, come on, let me last. I got 7 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and that's a win for me. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Final run of the day gives me a win. Thank you. So, okay, so I get Dairy Plant. I unlock Porta, which is cool. I like Porta. I like Poe, so I'll get to play as Poe next time. Stone Mask. And I never plan on playing you, Mr. Witch. Oh, I got a hyper version of the library. Freaking dope, dude. I got some pretty good unlocks this time. All right, let me unlock my characters then before I end today. Oh, I got 6,000. Oh, we're in business. Okay. Is there anyone else I have? Oh, you. Tasio. That's it. Okay, and power-ups. We want extra cooldown. Can't afford that. Magnet. Oh, 5,000. How about you forget that? No, extra health. I know my play style, and I suck sometimes, so we're going to do that. And yeah, and gold. More gold. Okay. All right. I'm going to call it there today. All right, everyone. Any lurkers here? Like I said, we're not going to have any stream on Friday, unfortunately, because I have an eye appointment and I need some new glasses. So I got to pay for that, unfortunately. And my insurance kind of sucks when it comes to eye care. It's good for everything else, but for eye care, not the greatest. And as I get old, my eyes only tend to get worse. So that's gonna be like maybe $200 I'm gonna have to spend that I do not have right now. Oh, and yeah, besides that, we will continue streaming on Saturday. Gonna finish up my pre-class studying this week, so I'll have Saturday and Sunday off. Sunday I might not have off, depending if, since I'm taking all online courses this semester, I most likely will have to, if they release my homework in lessons early, because sometimes they'll do that in the fall semester, I will most likely try and get a, excuse me, will most likely try and get a head start on that. But if that does not happen, you'll see me on Sunday. On Saturday, we will try and get through all Disc 1 on Final Fantasy VII. I'm almost to the Temple of the Ancients. Then after that is just a hop, skip, and a jump to the Forgotten City or Forgotten Capital. And that's the end of Disc 1. That will be my goal for Saturday. Yeah, Friday will not be able to stream. Sorry about that. So Diablo 2 will most likely have to, school permitting, because from now on, weekday streaming will be subject to cancellation pretty much at short notice. If I'm able to get all my homework and stuff done and I'm ahead of my classes, then we will stream no problem. Maybe even stream a little bit more than just the 1 hour on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But like I said, school depending. So, Diablo 2 Resurrected will be pushed off until next Friday. And then at 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m. my time, like right now it's 10. So keep that in mind for any of the other time zones. And then let's see, anything else? No. That's about it for here. I gotta go and start studying again, as well as play with my cats for their morning exercise. And then yeah, that'll be my day before I start work. All right. All the lurkers out there, thank you so much. Feel free to chat if you ever feel like it. Retrade, thank you so much. Thank you for giving me some of the hints about Steam as well. I really appreciate that. Good looking out. Always nice talking to you. I hope to see you when I get back on. And you hope you have a good day, my friend. And the rest of you, I hope you have a good day as well. Everyone, that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you so much.